It looks like we're muted.
I fixed it. Thank you for that heads up. Streamlabs apparently lost some of my settings when it crashed. There we go. So a KO from that palm is probably the best that the Dark Elves could hope for, I think.
I think it really is. Well, I mean, you could hope for absolutely no break. But
Right,
given the
that's...
position, I don't hate it at all. It looks like we are going to be baiting out a wizard here.
I think that's probably a good choice here. He doesn't have...
He doesn't even have to like bait it out. Like there's just a sack on the ball as it stands currently.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
That positioning did not fix the sack on the ball.
Yeah, I mean it is just a block lineman, but it's still just a 1 die, and that's a 2, it's a 1 and 3.
Not even that. So. There's no screen in front. There's a wide open gap.
You're right.
To hit the ball carrier.
This is not the most secure ball I've ever seen. That doesn't help a lot.
You can actually use the bad seed as kind of like a receiving threat after the play.
Yeah, absolutely you could.
Skills.
Yeah, they're on. What is what, right. Misteus? Yeah, I'm not really sure what that offense is. The ball is super open. That Chaos Warrior dodge is weird.
I don't hate the Chaos Warrior dodge because he's looking like he's about to get surfed. But there is a fairly easy sack on the ball here.
Yeah, this is way too open. I'm not really sure what his plan was, but I don't think it worked.
You could dodge out Indrist, dodge out Eldarin, the Blodge Step lineman, with the Blitzer for recovery, throw it over to the bad seed.
Yeah, that's not a terrible play
really
at all.
Easy play. I almost think that they want to use that for recovery, the Mighty Blow piece, even though you want to blitz with it.
He's not being a receiver, that's for sure.
Is this where Minimo realizes his mistake? He's just like, there's no way the wizard will hit me if I just allow an open cage.
Here we go. We're just going to take the 1 die. Not an awful choice. That's not what you want.
I don't like taking the 1 die. I think I would have done the 2 die.
Yeah, I would have found a way to make it a 2 die. There were several options. I don't like that blitz. It feels like a wasted resource for how open the ball was.
Yeah, like this is just like Orfer saying, "Oh, okay, Minimo, thanks for leaving the ball open. I guess I'll just take a 1 die shot." Looking at it here.
Whoa.
Getting more pressure. Oh, we're doing, what was that, 3+2+?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he uses all his movement, because otherwise that was really... Oh my goodness.
Wants to get an extra player onto the ball here. That's what he was thinking of.
Yeah, unfortunately, that isn't the way that I'd have done that either. And if you're going to do something like that, you should have done it before you hit the ball so you could get 3 dice on it. Or 2 dice on it. Well, that's got to be a disappointing turn for Orifer.
I think that there's a much better way to go about it.
Yeah.
As we see Ben take another hit. That's another KO.
Indeed. Ben Dover showing who's boss in this match. That would be him. Not really getting any injuries, though. I don't know how he's going to get Legend without getting more injuries.
That's the secret. He's just not going to do it. So I believe the blitz is going to be onto the bad seed here. And then we're going to do an actual tight cage.
Which does ask for a fireball.
Question is Orpher risky enough to do Fireball? I think he is, especially hemorrhaging players like this. But at
Yeah.
the same time, if you're hemorrhaging players, why waste a Wizard when you could try to get a score on your half in the second half and then the Wizard late? I think you can kind of save the Wizard here.
It is a big question, isn't it? I guess it depends on how likely you are to be able to capitalize on it. And we'll see where the Chaos go, because where the ball ends up this turn, you know, is going to mean a lot to that question. I would definitely blitz the bad seed here, though. He has sidestep, it doesn't matter really, because you have tackle. And Juggernaut to cancel his wrestle, so you could take the both down and take him down with block. But we don't see that blitz at all. Instead, we are going to see something completely different. We don't see a Palm blitz this turn. I'm sad about no Claw Palm. I agree with you that not taking 2 dice was a huge mistake.
It was a monumental mistake.
I would honestly feel better blocking with my ball carrier than leaving that downed guy there, unless you intend to foul him.
Depending on how the blocks go, we might be able to just not do a dodge away with the ball carrier and get it to the left-hand side here.
Keeping the bad seed away from the ball with just a wall of people. One way to do it. That's a dangerous cage trying to dodge through with the tackle there. So, bad seed is pretty effectively contained. And I do like going back over towards the left. You are going to have to start moving forward soon, though, Minamo. You're kind of running out of time here. Alright, we pow the sidestepper. He bravely strides in anyway. No damage. That was just Mighty Blow. The elves, really not having a lot of good fortune here.
No, they're not. The best opportunity that they had, they didn't take.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he thought he might get a better opportunity if he waited, but he didn't. This isn't really a place even where you could Lightning Bolt. You could try fireballing both the Agi 4 and the guy with the ball, but if they don't both go down, then you wasted your fireball. And even if you didn't, you're still trying to make a hard dodge away from tackle.
What you could do is you could do a 3+2+ sack on the ball here.
You could, or you could Lightning Bolt it and use him
to do backwards pressure. I don't like the Lightning Bolt. I think I will save my Wizard for the second half at this point.
Okay.
But I would consider that being my play.
Yeah.
Is using the 3+2+, get backfield pressure, get them to respond to something else besides the players that are in front of it.
Yeah, because otherwise they're going to be in some serious trouble up there. We see Orifer considering his options. This isn't a bad turn to take a little while on. There's many things happening.
Sorry if you hear Furious typing. I'm doing some crap talking for one of my opponents next week.
Awesome.
Trash talking each other. Alright, so Scud and Tooting is going down by Amalith, the
No, he's
straightforward
not. He's
blitzer.
fine. He's totally fine. Oh, why did you do that? I don't like that at all.
Because it's Orpher. Stuff that you don't agree with, but he does it because he does it.
I mean, I guess he's worried that the ball's gonna get handed to that Scootin' and Tootin' for the score or something. But I mean, he still can. Now, if you really want to block him, you got to get that second GFI, and then you're just gonna die. We're gonna try to extricate our elves, and oh, all right, we're just gonna stand up and get Mighty Blood in the face. I guess he's counting on Blodge. Oh, and he makes the 3-2 out, but he can't blitz the ball now because he used his blitz. Hey, Iceblade. Hey, Luminous. You're also correct about that, Luminous.
Weird positioning, and then he throws the bad seed in the backfield here. Like, if you're willing to do the 3+2+, I think I would have done the sack on the ball just to create backfield pressure.
Yeah. Instead of hitting this goat here who's really not your primary problem.
And now it's just super easy for Great Brown Cloud to just say, okay, well, you're on the ball. Let me just kill you.
Yeah. I don't see any world in which the bad seed does not get his face punched in this turn. Oh, here we go. Great Brown Cloud is angry. He thinks you've disrespected his ball carrier. Because you have. And he's come to end your life. Don't worry, he's got more for you.
I'm sometimes happy when it's stunned, so that way I can feel good about piling on, because sometimes I'm too greedy and I even
Oh, did I
on
not
KOs.
say that he was here to take your life?
He did.
Oh, and the apothecary
comes in
says
dead.
he's dead anyway.
Apothecary dead.
Oh,
That's 3 fixes in a row.
Man, that is brutal. So, dead elves. Dead
So Apothecary
elves.
gone, and now Minimo is just licking his chops. He's just saying, I have more to go through.
Uh-huh. Suddenly, the entire complexion of the situation has changed. I definitely think that that needed to be a sack. That might have potentially distracted Great Brown Cloud from just murdering your face off. Might have. Anything to help, right? You clearly don't want his eyes on you. And he doesn't really care about the fact that he's move busted. Yeah, so I do like kind of moving over to the right here. We can much more easily just clear a large area off for ourselves, and using a wizard at this point would kind of be foolhardy.
Again, I think you save the wizard for the second half. You try to score quickly, and then you see what you can do from there.
I agree with you. It's just I think that there's always a little bit of desperation. You always wonder, should I use it now? Is it worth it? So, I don't think it's worth it.
And it looks like he's going to try to get the ball to Rocky Balboner.
I don't hate it. I mean, he is the best ball carrier. It's kind of amusing that he'd hand it off now that the strip ball is dead.
Yeah.
Although maybe
he's just the back end of the cage. I don't know.
it's also possible that he might not want Will Pounder to get the lightning bolt, and he's just been the only one who could because of the strip ball threat. Now that it's gone, maybe he has a preference for the extra arm scout for some reason.
I don't think I would.
Oh, here we go. It's just going to be a handoff.
It's like he does, though. There's still a sack on the ball here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You cut 2 corners with Galith here, and you have a 1 die sack on the ball with 1 GFI, so it's pluses then a not 58% shot, and a 33% shot at a knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is like not good sacking. Like this is not good screening off at all.
No, it's
Like
not.
has been lucky that Orfer hasn't been able to take advantage of this.
Yeah, that would be great, Sir Kodiak, wouldn't it? I do think that Orfer was a little bit greedy in his use of rerolls early in the half.
He did rerolls that I didn't think were 100% necessary. Then he does these other ones. But like, and then here where I think it is necessary, he doesn't have it for.
Yep. Yeah, I think that may have been an error.
That's a thought process in Sesticide, but I don't think I would do it. And not in this position. Giving 2 turns to elves is giving them way too many turns.
I agree. I don't want to give elves 2 turns as chaos. You never can tell what they're going to do. That's true. That's true. I think he might be just underestimating how fast the elves are. I'm not really entirely sure why he's... Alright, here comes a one die sack. Makes both dodges. Doesn't get the knockdown.
At this point in time, you are at least forcing some GFIs.
Or a handoff, but yeah.
2 GFIs from the current position. A handoff would also involve a GFI. So at least you're forcing dice in this situation now. Going to be 100% guaranteed. Like it could have been.
I gotta say that, alright. I mean, that's gonna annoy the chaos. I don't hate just blitzing through Galoth. Just get somebody over there to assist him. I mean, all we have to do is punch Forlorn Hope here with the Chaos Warrior. Failed dodge helps quite a bit.
Tackle. Dodging through tackle is ballsy.
It is.
If I've ever seen it.
That was extremely aggressive.
It's relatively easy to clear off the ball here.
It is.
All you have to do is 1-2 die with a Lance Thruster, then you use a Will Pounder to do another 2 die, and then you just walk up and then you just do 2 GFIs.
Yeah, that's the safest.
Question is he going to do that, or is he going to get a bit greedy and try to go for something extra?
I hope not. You're really in danger of not scoring on your half here, and elves like that even when they lose players.
It looks like we might be going for a 3-die block onto the Strength 4 Blitzer here, which I do like. If you're going to be greedy, at least go for some... Why did you not just move 1 extra player to make that a 3-die, though? 1 extra player, and it would have been so much safer.
Well, he wasn't punished for it. Things seem to be going his way there. I think that we may see some piling on happen. And that's an injury with no Apo, so he's gone.
Really hurt.
That keeps the Strength 4 off the field for the rest of the game.
That is the bench all gone. So max amount of players Orfer has for the second half is 11.
This is true. Just a push, but we do have folks to follow up with if we wanted to.
You push him to the left.
Mm-hmm. Then you can hit him again, and you can take a 2-die on Galoth.
Yeah, Galoth is going to get hit by Will Pounder.
I think you may be right.
And then you're going to do 2 GFIs to score, hopefully.
At this point, though, not having used my reroll yet, I would consider hitting them Lodge guy, but I guess with the two
No,
GFIs to go, you don't do
no.
that. No, that block is totally unnecessary.
Guys. This is Minimo saying, how much can I tempt Nuffle and get away with it?
And she sidestepped into place to give him another 2-die. That was... She's like trying to get herself killed there. Oh wait, he's strength 4, never mind. Forgot Scootin' and Tootin' was really scary.
Yeah.
What a Brazen Witch though. She's gonna get herself killed.
That's not the push direction.
No,
You
it's
just gave
not.
yourself 2+ dodge. Now it's
Yeah.
3 2+s instead of 2 2+s. Come on, Minimo. You gotta do better, dude. If you want to win.
He's going for it.
Punished.
He's going for it.
Not punished.
Tripwire. Is it a
See
snake?
the punish.
He makes it.
Not punished.
Now, of course, the elves have to consider if they can possibly pull off, like a, you know, one turn of some sort of reasonable likelihood of success.
Well, they have movement 8 Witch Elf with a sidestep, so it is reasonable, no matter what you really consider.
Yes, I mean the only thing to worry about is how are the Chaos going to deploy their strength on the line? Are they going to make it very unlikely for you to succeed?
Doing it, I think we're just gonna see a very easy, like, making no dodge attempt.
I hope not. We'll find out.
Crap here, but man, I just didn't agree with a lot of his like late game, like late in the half positioning.
There was
I thought,
some gratuitous hits on the ball that he left, and he was very lucky that they didn't connect, or weren't taken advantage of to their full extent. I completely agree. So I've switched over to the Dark Elves' point of view here. I want to see how they set up for this potential one turn.
the best thing to do when you're defending against a one turn is just try to deny first place, so that way it's hard for them to get any kind of momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you do have to allow hits, allowing a fend hit, allowing a stand firm hit, and then probably something else that you protect with guard.
Yes, I agree. He has some good pieces for defending against this one turn. So we do have the stand firm protected with guard, and I assume that the right-hand side is going to look similar to what it does now, and he's going to have plenty of guard there too. Yeah, this
Doing
is
a tight formation.
This is going to be a tough one to break into. I mean, the best shot that you have really is this Chaos Warrior Mike Oxbig on the right. Hit him with a -2 dice to the left to push him down into your line, and then you have to push through a whole bunch of guys. You don't really have anywhere else to go, which isn't really very fun, even as a movement 8 sidestep witch. So this is going to be a tough one turn to pull off for the Dark Elves. I hope that they try. It would be neat to see. But I wouldn't blame him if he decides to just try to kill a couple of people on the line instead. He does have a hit on that stand firm guard, Claw Mighty Blow Chaos Warrior, for example, if he wanted to take that instead of the one turn.
I wonder what Orpher's gonna look at. He has no reroll here, so which is already unlikely given how he's setting up for this, becomes even unlikelier. So are we gonna see a kill something?
I don't know. It's a tough choice. The longer it takes him to start setting up, the more I think that he's just going to give up and kill something.
That's a fair statement. Although the witch is in the correct place, if you were to.
That's not a terrible
Simo
idea,
says,
Simo. I agree with you. I like that.
If you know how to set this up, that left-hand side is a bit exposed. The wide warrior back with other witch and use them instead. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's also scary.
This is the downside of putting your players close to the line of scrimmage, is that all of a sudden Frenzy gives you more options. Almost looks like we're gonna try the putting Roman hands into the sidestep witch. I'd love to see Or forget this. Just
It would be quite a feat.
since I think both coaches misplayed the first half. I thought Minimo misplayed it a bit more. So I'd love to see if Orfer could get lucky.
Well, a quick snap for the Dark Elves. Everyone knows that that's the fastest way to screw up your one-turn attempt, but if you use it right, it can also really help.
Yes, it can. Oh, man. Is there a way that you could use it right? Well, he's using it.
This is the point when the panic sets in and you're like, I don't actually know how to make anything better with this. What was my original plan? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I actually just played a game where I almost messed up my one turn because of a quick snap. Luckily, it was only needing 2 pushes, so I didn't completely mess it up. I just messed up on the catch, but
Yeah, that's the advantage of having a high movement piece. You can afford some small errors in setting up for your one turn. All right,
exactly.
let's see this go.
Doing the handoff play first because it's the easiest at this point. Things failed. All right, let's see how it works now. I don't think Orfer really knows how he's doing this.
Yeah. I don't know how he's doing it, so.
And that's how he's doing it. He's failing.
That
That makes a lot more sense.
he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to go to that square. He could have just hit him straight to the left and pushed him into the same square. Going up between them was unnecessary.
Forget about using the other people that are close to the line of scrimmage. Just because that is something that you've never really had a setup for before, because in the regular season, people are just like, oh, I don't really care if you hit a one turn.
Right. Well,
people care a little bit, but
That was
not as
very
much in
interesting. And now we are going into the Dark Elves half, 1-0 against them, which they don't hate, but they also aren't really enjoying this experience to this point. As can be evidenced by the 3 in the Kaz box, one of whom is dead, and the still KO'd, move-busted lineman with block.
So it's 10 on 11 this half. You do have a wizard, so I expect you to try to score quickly.
Yes, I mean that's your best hope of winning this before overtime. And if this game, the longer this game goes on, the fewer players you're going to have as the Dark Elves. So winning it quickly is probably better than winning it in overtime, because that's going to be a lot harder for you to do.
Yeah.
I like this defensive formation. They're clearly showing that they are not at all scared of the Dark Elves. And why should they be? They have outpunched them at every turn so far this game. So the Chaos are probably feeling pretty starchy.
If Orfer has shown me anything, it's that he absolutely loves the Movement 8 Witch Elf, in that he uses it a lot, especially when trying to get scoring threats quickly.
If I had a toy like that, I would also do the same. I have a Strength 4 Witch on my team that's going to be starting in Rel, and I expect her to die because I'm going to put her in crazy situations.
What if the Witch Elf just dies game 1, rock, doesn't even get to play a turn?
I'll be sad. Why would you wish
There's
such a
really
horrible
no
thing
better.
on me?
I didn't wish such a horrible thing. I was just saying that's a possibility. Because rocks only seem to target good players, I swear. When was the last time a rock targeted just a no-name Lino? I think Orfer is finished setting up.
You were right. Here comes the kick. And it's a blitz. That is absolutely the opposite of what the Dark Elves. And it's right to the Movement Witch, too. Look at that. That's beautiful if she wasn't about to die.
She's not about to die. That's the great thing here. So this could actually be a bit of a trap where you overextend and all of a sudden Orfer has like a 4-turn stall because you overextended. Let's see if Minimo can not do that. We're just gonna, looks like guard stack the line a bit, which I really do like.
I love it. Take out the end. Get him down. That's probably ideal, actually, because now he can pile on in a much safer position than if he had to follow him.
Yep.
And he's off. So,
That's
a removal on the blitz.
9-11.
That's never something that you want to happen to you. Now he's going to want to score quickly to try to get his players back. In addition to the fact that that's his best route to winning this game.
You probably want to keep the Rackle movement 7 in the backfield.
Oh yeah, you need
Just
some kind
make
of
sure
safety.
that can't overextend, even though you're stacking the line, and it's going to be hard for the Dark Elves to get by you.
Yeah, it's tempting to bring everyone in, but I've learned from playing Nurgle, you always need a safety, no matter how sure you are of your line. And he makes a good end cap, scootin' tootin'.
And then he's actually going to have 2 safeties. So as much as I hated his offense late in the first half, this defense off of the blitz I really, really like.
Yeah, he definitely used the blitz to his full advantage. I strongly approve of this. The fact that she failed to catch that sucks for the Dark Elves. Having to roll another die to try to pick that up is painful.
So there's one small thing that you could do here. It's going to be very, very hard for you to take advantage of, but Roman Hands is going to be available to hit, and then you can kind of flood down the middle, but you can't tag up both tackle very easily. So, to me, that's more like a bait kind of situation.
Yeah, it definitely looks tempting, but the Chaos could very easily take advantage of you in that spot, especially with the 2 safeties.
Opening up with a 1-die block never feels good.
No, it's always painful. Sometimes you grit your teeth and do it, but
Straight pushes to start the half, or over.
Never what you want to see. I'm sure he's yelling at his team now for someone to please just hit someone. There we go. There's a POW. Whichever side you're on, you gotta feel good for Orpher that he finally found one.
Not if you're Minimo. If I was Minimo, I'd keep on laughing if there was no knockdowns.
Okay, yeah, he could be the exception. So now,
It's just like no good spot to put this ball.
yeah, no, there really isn't. And moving anyone else requires a die roll, because the movement witch has to pick up the ball. Oh, all right, sure hands.
Or you could just 1-36.
That.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, now everyone's gonna die. Like this whole team is dead now. That was the worst time to snake.
Fun fact: this is the second time on his last game. Last game on turn 9. But that was to foul appearance, which I hated that reroll in particular.
Well, that witch is lucky that the surfing guy is on the other side of the pitch, because she's looking really tasty right now.
If I was Minimo, I would try to just get an encirclement around these Dark Elves.
Absolutely. Keep your safeties back still in case one of them tries to sneak out, but...
Yeah. I might even consider putting up one of the safeties and just leaving one back, just because the movement 7 is really, really good, and it kind of can be a crutch at times, but it's a good crutch to have.
Yeah. These elves are in trouble. Not with dice like that.
As Minimo.
Somebody kill someone, please. Well, that's okay. We're going to see a Claw Palm Blitz.
Probably. I don't know if we're going to see a Claw Palm Blitz.
I think we are.
Now I think we are. I think if there was enough knockdowns, there was a chance to get another Chaos Warrior onto the ball.
Yeah. Now, one is
in a good position. Without that,
I mean, he's stand firm. He's gonna be hard to get out of there. And yeah, I like killing this rookie blitzer. Well, he's not a rookie because he has dodge, but you know what I mean. He's dead. You can already start planning his memorial service. And he's up to hit again next turn with a badly hurt. Ideal result.
Yeah. Where are you gonna put Buster now? Where are you gonna put Buster?
Oh, that's a perfect place for him. He's protected by guard.
I was thinking a couple of GFIs, getting another player onto the ball, putting tackle onto the Witch Elf. I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, but she's gonna try to run away rather than take that hit. You want to put him in a place where he might actually get to hit someone without blitzing next turn, because then you can be greedy and get 2 Claw Palm hits.
Yeah, but she can't really run away if you put tackle sandwiching her. Basically just having a Witch Elf sandwich between Ben
right,
and Buster.
I mean, it's true, but then Orifer could choose to end his turn by trying to dodge out with her, and she's on the ground if she fails, which makes her just as safe from Claw Palm.
Floor always gets its due.
Yeah, it does. More often than it feels like it should sometimes. Your elves! How come you're so unagile as to break your damn ankle just running across grass? This is really not a good situation. If Orifer wants to try to get his hands on the ball, he's gonna have to throw some risky blocks. Yeah, run away from him. That's not a terrible plan.
So we're gonna blitz Rocky Balboner with that position.
Yeah, and then that will allow us to get almost everyone out and back. We could
Why
always
did you dodge that player away from tackle?
and snake it.
Oh my gosh.
That's
All right.
painful.
It's bad, man. There's like no commentary for this.
These elves are just about to get themselves curb stomped into a pile of meat. This is really bad.
So
I expect that they're probably exchanging some sort of, wow, that really sucks. Yeah, it does, because this is 2 claw palm coming in on these elves, plus all the other bad stuff.
oh my gosh. Feels bad for Orifer.
Yeah. Now the question is, does Minamo pick up the ball and try to score, or does he just continue beating the snot out of these elves?
Well, you have to try to score. The one saving grace for Orifer is that there is a wizard, but at this point it's just one.
I mean, even if it's successful now, there won't be any elves around to pick up the ball. That's an MNG on just a lineman.
Yeah. You even try to score with.
So this is basically exactly what happened to the rats. Only it started earlier.
At least you had some hope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Claw Palm the Witch. I like that a lot. That's not what you wanted, though. Come on, use a reroll. Be brave. Ah.
Thank you, Minimo, for having some restraint on rerolls. I have not seen it enough this playoffs.
I don't know. I'd have used one to kill that witch.
No, you can't be too greedy here because the wizard still is a possibility. You have to respect that possibility.
That's true. I mean, if you don't pick up the ball, it isn't, though.
Which elf, I think, did a correct sidestep of still being a safety. And also stopped the dirty player from getting into pick up the ball. So now he has to use something of value.
I agree.
Once we get to it.
On the downside, she is in trouble. Well, there's the ball. Scootin' tootin', good for more than just surfing.
Right. This is the turn I would wizard probably.
Yeah, this is a
your
lightning
best
bolt.
recovery option.
Lightning bolt, get the witch around, pick up that ball, throw it to someone. Not a good play, but you're kind of running out of good options here. Your elves are close to death. Whoa, alright, he has Agi 4. I like that.
It doesn't matter, you just roll 6s.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
So you do. Lightning Bolt, recover with Gala the Witch Elf, throw it to She Who Must Be Obeyed.
Yes.
Oh, I forget that Witch Elves aren't naturally movement 8. That's non-scoring range. I was just going to say, then you score.
Oh, no. I would move
work
She Who Must Be Obeyed over to the right, and then throw it to her on the right, and then get as many elves out of that disgusting little trap as you can. And we're going with the Lightning Bolt. It's successful, no armor break. That's a terrible place for it to go, because now she has to go for it or make hard dodges, which is going to suck. If she wants to... I guess she can throw it from the square.
She has 2 dodges, and
yeah.
as long as she makes the first one, the second one has the dodge reroll.
Yeah. So I guess we just want to get She Who Must Be Obeyed into a good position to receive that ball. We are passing over Agi 4 Goat's head.
You could do 1 GFI to make us that way. You're not passing over their head.
In which case she would be right near the sideline, but she's not going to get surfed because surfing goes to 1 on his back. Yeah, I wouldn't hate
there's
that.
still a chance here.
And then she's effectively a potato.
Oh, I don't like this.
No, this isn't good. You need a receiver. Or it doesn't matter if you fail the pickup.
I was expecting more snakes, to be honest.
Now what? Now you are almost compelled to throw an intercept past the Agi 4. Yeah.
And we get an intercept, right? No.
No. Good pass. She's got the ball and she's going to be away. Now we just need to get Tordor here.
You can get in front of Richard Rockhard.
Mhm. That's what I mean.
Involves some favorable dice, but you can get in front of them.
Yeah, we just want to get Tordor 3+2+ out, and then he can get in Richard Rockhard's way, and everybody else will be too far away from her. Good job.
I don't play enough Dark Elves. I never knew that the Witch Elf sound had like leather boots going up against the floor.
Oh yeah.
She's running.
Oh yeah. They're the best. I love everything about Witch Elves. I love their foul animation, where they just walk up to you and heel stomp you.
It's really mean if you ask me. Hills should never... Hills are just like an automatic armor break, let's be honest here.
Yeah, these boots were made for potatoing. That's right, Dranar. It doesn't have to be a potato. He has a couple of elves that he can try to dodge out. There's a 3+2+ there. There's a 3+2+ with dodge there. Both of those guys have a decent chance of escaping, and then they can both get in the way. And then if those are successful, he can start trying harder things. Another option that he could have is he could try 1-die blitzing with Festal, which would suddenly make those all just 2+. And that 1-die blitz wouldn't be terrible, although it's on the Fend guy, so he himself will have to dodge if that's successful. So he has some options. It looks like he's going with the 1-die. No, all right. I didn't see this one coming. He's going out the back with Dauntless because he has an assist. That's really cool. All right, so now we can just make 1-2+ with Eldarin to get him out, and he could get up on Richard Rockhard.
No, he has to do a 2+2+ to get to that point.
Yeah.
2+, which technically is better. Yeah.
There you go. That's beautiful. Now we try to 3+2+ Tordor out, I think. And if he's successful, then we won't even be able to tag the ball as the Chaos here without some kind of miracle.
What we do, this is a bit spicy, but I think we just do a 3+ with Tordor. Because I'm wrong. I was saying that do a 3+ with Tordor, and then I blitz with my Mighty Blow.
Well, that's not terrible what he just did. Knocking Richard Rockhard down means that Buck Naked is the... Buck Naked and Buster Good can both tag the Witch with 2+, but they can't actually... There we go. Now it's basically impossible to put a tag on her, and this is going to be 1-1. Good use of the Witch. Good use of the Lightning Bolt. And I think the only downside
of a play, but I'm not surprised from Orpher.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess you do got to get risky at this point. I am a little bit worried for Gala. I think that she may have some violence in her very near future, as the Chaos needs someone to take their frustration out on.
I don't think that's going to be the Blitz, and I'm completely wrong.
Nope. I saw her dying. I see visions of Witch Elf blood here.
You're so connected to the Dark Elves that you can see it in the future.
And she's injured.
You don't even have to pile on.
And that's an MNG. So that is the best Witch off for 2 games. Not at all what these Dark Elves want. That Kaz box is getting kind of full here. I think Orpher might be in trouble.
That's a hot take.
Oh. He's down 8 players total, 6 players injured. And his opponent is not missing anyone.
No.
There's slightly less death in this than the game with the rats, but it is otherwise identical. The Dark Elves put up a much harder fight before they were smothered.
Seems like AV8 is really good for some reason.
The rats were dead by like turn 5. What did them in ultimately was a pitch invasion, that stunned half of the rats on the only turn that they had a chance to recover, and then from that point on, it was just like not a good thing to watch. If you like snuff movies or like torture porn, you know, if Saw is one of your favorite movies, you should go back and watch the game, that Wolfbark's game.
Just like seeing somebody else die inside. Just
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah. Do you want to die or do you want to cut your own leg off with a hacksaw? So are those really my only two choices? That's what it felt like watching that game go, because if he stood anybody up to resist, they were going to die, but if he didn't, then he wasn't resisting in the playoffs and it felt bad. This is kind of spicy. This stall here.
It is a bit. Only have one reroll.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that every turn that the Dark Elves stall, another Dark Elf is going to die. I don't know where this blitz is going. It doesn't look like he knows either.
It's going somewhere. It's
There he
going on the
goes.
agility.
All right, all right. That's unfortunate. You're not going to use your last reroll on that. You can't. All right, good. He does get to take another shot on him.
You could do it.
That would be suicide. I don't see how you'd make it through overtime, and this is going to be hard to keep from going to overtime for the Elves at this point.
So, Elf, there's one thing I learned casting these playoffs. When I say you can't do something, the players somehow hear that in their head and they're just like, I'll show you, True Blue. Reroll.
Well, you know, maybe I'm trying to send him psychic signals then, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, see, so we're going to defend the ball, but at the cost of lives.
Potentially.
There's at least one guy who's next to them and definitely getting punched, and there are two claw palmers out there, either one of which would be happy to blitz an elf that was still in range. That was the scary one.
Not scary if you just roll enough to dodge away.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I've done plays like that too. This is a good defense. It's probably the best that they can come up with.
There's a fairly easy sack on the ball here.
Right, I mean, it's almost impossible to prevent that.
It'd be a 2+4+, and then you have a 1 die sack, or you can at least force a non-stall.
And that's why I thought that he should have scored. Because defending this ball adequately with just those 3 elves requires a lot of successful dodges in the first place, and even if you're successful, it's still not safe. Speaking of not safe, what happens when you put tackle up against blodge step?
It doesn't matter, you just roll a POW, because tackle's a big skill.
That's true. I guess the biggest question in my mind now is who's going to get this Mighty Blow piling on blitz.
Tackle's not a fake skill?
No, tackle actually did a thing there.
I've been lied to. So. So who's getting the Claw Mighty Blow? It's obviously the Mighty Blow.
Yeah, I don't know though, because then if they wanted to foul you, they could. Oh, that's a really funny thought. Well, no damage to the bludge step with that punch, and you are in fact correct. Mighty Blow is getting himself killed. Good night, sunshine. Just a stun. That's the way
Maybe
that the piling on players like it.
Now it's not even greedy. You're just doing your justice to the world.
And that's it. He can't break the elf's armor, despite the claws. No, sorry, that was an injury. He couldn't roll better on the injury roll.
Got 4 into 6. We just need one more for a KO.
Well, at least he's not letting the elves stall. I don't see any way that they don't score at this point. It would be completely insane to not just immediately score. your whole team is gonna die if you don't, and you have no way of winning if you don't. That slim chance.
You could definitely stall this.
I don't think so.
With that positioning, what you do is that you move up the runner, tackle on any of this. You dodge away the runner to get an assist onto the rackle.
Are we gonna see a dirty player foul here on Blodgestep?
Yes.
I think we are. I think that this is not gonna be a good day for him.
But you dodge away the runner. You can blitz with Elder the lineman, the Blodgestepper, and then you could stall into that little corner, the right-hand corner.
You could. But that...
It's ballsy, but...
That means that you don't mind the rest of your team dying. Oh, that's just a stun. That's disappointing. And not sent off either. I was upset. The referee called 2 out of 2 fouls on me in my last game.
Oh man, there was one game in CCL recently where I fouled for 14 of 16 turns. That's called once.
That's glorious. Just couldn't believe your luck.
I had a bribe for that one time.
Apparently, it was a really good bribe. All right, so the elves are gonna try to go to the left and stall.
Oh, it looks like we're just... Oh, we're gonna surf our way into the end zone here.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a stylish finish. I've done that. I like it.
I tried doing this once, and then my mentor, Cake and Grad, said,
"Oh, and that's why you don't do it, because you just used your reroll."
Stupid, because what if this happens? And I was just like, oh.
Oh, and fend, so you have to actually move. Oh, but he's injured. Poor Buck Naked. I don't think he gets an Apo. Oh dear. Alright, so you've earned your touchdown.
At the cost of your reroll.
Yeah, and
I
now
do like the style points though.
And now you're gonna get
appreciate it.
Yeah, now you're gonna get maimed on the line of scrimmage. And if you make it to overtime, you are gonna hope really hard that you haven't been maimed too hard to win. That's what the Dark Elves are in now.
Orfer has the best cheerleaders in the game.
Does he?
Not humans. And that's the best.
I guess. Just give me elves. I'll be happy with elves. I'll stop using human cheerleaders if they give me elf cheerleaders. That's painful.
If Kislev had cheerleaders, I would really enjoy like a circus show.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
I would use Kislev.
Blood Bowl theory things. Can we send some suggestions to Cyanide and Big Ben?
I just
So what kind of a defense do you try to do here with these elves? I mean, it's like you have to put someone who's good on the line. Like you're gonna have to put a blitzer or a witch on the line because you've got nothing else.
You throw a rookie witch elf there. I think that's obviously what you do.
I guess, yeah. I'm not a fan of the runner. Oh my goodness, what is this?
This is the Congo line defense. Have you never seen it before? It's like a massage train, maybe.
They walk in single file to hide their numbers. Are Dark Elves like
only
sand
one of
people? Yeah, there's only 4 Dark Elves on the pitch. Sorry. I don't know where the other ones went. Oh my goodness. I don't like that defense at all. It doesn't really protect anybody. And you're going to get sandwiched. It's... yeah, I think this is going to be very painful for the Dark Elves. That's my prediction. This turn is going to suck. See how I am as a prognosticator. Chaos are like, do we really need to change our setup? This is already pretty good.
We just have less people in the backfield.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I like it.
Switch to the chaos point of view.
No, yeah, good plan. All right. Well, it's still nice weather. The
That's a
rain
perfect hit.
long forgotten. Wow. Well, the Dark Elves were not saved by the kickoff event. And I think that this is going to hurt. I
Comes
mean,
one punch, just a push.
just one of many to come. Oh my goodness.
Good push.
Lucky
You
freaking
called it.
Dark Elves.
Become, and you did not specify, so it's pushes.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one. New target. Oh my god, that's
Called it.
painful. Not,
It's
not,
painful if you called it.
yeah. Oh my gosh. This is going to be immensely frustrating for Minamo. He is probably grabbing his mouse hand with his other hand, and he couldn't stop himself from re-rolling.
That's a reroll I do not like.
I hate
Whereas
that
Harry
re-roll.
Like,
hate-
I get that it's overtime format, and you still need rerolls to win a game, potentially, but this is not a reroll that you need to win the game.
No, that was super greedy, and then no benefit from it. The guy is just stunned, so he should have controlled his mouse hand better.
And Kill Chaos can't kill. They have to use rerolls.
And he also has his Blitz now, which he doesn't have a reroll on. And admittedly, it is like a crazy Juggernaut horns crowd destroying monster, but you know, he could still win in 36.
He's throwing Mike Oxbig on the field. Looks like we're just gonna do 3-die block with a Richard draw card.
I'm sad. What?
Or not.
No Blitz?
Minimove just forgets how to play Blood Bowl on offense. I'm just gonna say that.
No Blitz? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You just did exactly what these Dark Elves wanted. You barely based them and you didn't blitz them.
Like, even if you did the blitz, it's a 3-die. Happen. You're gonna put this guy right back where you're gonna put him before.
Yeah.
And the fact that you don't have like a tight cage is also kind of ridiculous to me.
No, that's fine. I don't mind this. I've caged like this with Chaos before. He doesn't need to worry too much about the elves trying to infiltrate.
Yeah, he does. There is a 4+3+ sack on the ball.
Yeah, that's pretty unlikely.
It's not. We're going to Samba right now, figuring this out.
Okay. And then when you're figuring that out, also figure out what his recovery is.
Doesn't matter if we get the ball down and get into overtime. So
I don't think these elves want overtime.
looking at a 60% chance to get a sack on the ball.
To be able to roll the dice or to successfully knock it down?
To successfully get to be able to roll the dice.
Okay, so then what do
You
you...
allowed a 60% cage dive. That's not okay.
Yeah, alright. Well, he's going for it.
Now.
And it didn't work. That was lucky. And the stun there helps too. I don't think anyone's going to be obeying her for a little while.
If she gets a boot to the head, then you're doing exactly what she wants.
Oh, finally he finds a POW. There you go. Minamo, that's what a POW looks like. Keep using those. See, when you use POWs, good things happen to you. Excellent. He's plotting exactly how to hurt these elves the most next. You probably want to do your blitz with Buster Good instead of Great Brown Cloud because the Cloud's already a legend.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and he doesn't agree with you.
No, he doesn't. Don't not blitz again. If you don't blitz for another turn, I'm gonna be very sad.
Ish. Lose your ish.
Yeah. I signed up for this to watch blood, man. Cool.
We're gonna blitz with Great Brown Cloud. Come on now.
You have
Doesn't
to.
everybody know that it's like a secret thing that at 300 SPP you get an extra
Oh
skill?
my god, he doesn't. He's not. No blitz again, or are we blitzing with Scootin' Tootin'?
Or are you just gonna forget that blitzes exist?
I guess. I guess I'm on offense. I don't need to blitz. He's already down a bunch of players. Maybe he's feeling that weird emotion of mercy. That would require him to be purged from the ranks of the Chaos armies.
If you're showing mercy as a kill chaos coach, something is wrong with you.
Maybe he's got some kind
He's
of
not
illness.
blitz.
All right, so we are blitzing. Scootin' Tootin' is blitzing. I don't like this. All right, he wants to hit Mighty Blow. That's cool. Would you stop rolling pushes?
If you don't get a knockdown, you're allowing a sack on the ball here. Sack on the ball. Sure, it's like you're lucky that you got both down there, so that way it's a better screen.
Yeah, this is not a good situation at all.
Inamo forgets how to play Blood Bowl when he's on offense.
No, I don't want to be mean to him. I just think that...
I don't think it's being mean. I think that he just makes too many mistakes on offense here.
I can't imagine having a player like Buster Good and not using him every single turn, and it's criminal that he's not. He's made for one thing, and he's like amazing. You should be using him. And the thing that I think is the most disgusting is how easy it is to build that stack. It requires absolutely no effort, just levels.
Yeah. We're looking at 3+, 3+, 2+. 1 die sack on the ball. The fact that you leave that...
That's very sloppy screening. I agree. You were depending on getting that guy down. Alright, so moving him out was free. That's fine. He wasn't based. If you do anything else before you try to sack the ball, I think that you're probably in serious trouble. I mean, I don't disagree with you, Incesticide, but Buster Good deserves SPP too.
At the same time, in society, you have to worry about worst case scenarios. Elves with a few players and winning on offense, like getting the coin flip and getting offense first, all of a sudden you're scared.
This might. I think he's banking on this not going to overtime now. He feels that he's secure enough.
But if he's banking on it not going to overtime, he should have positioned better. He should have created more of a wall so that way there wasn't a dive.
Here it comes.
He obeyed.
Didn't work. He tried. He was trying your 3+, 3+, 2+, but
get the dice for it. That's fine. But overall, I think Minimo, he seems like a fantastic guy to talk to. I just think he's played his offensive halves kind of sloppy.
Well, maybe he'll tighten them up.
He has to clean those up.
Well, he'll have another chance.
Can anybody even sack the ball? No.
No.
This is GG.
Yeah, this is the end of the game. So maybe Minimo will have another chance to impress you.
I hope so. Like I said, he seems like a really cool person to talk to, but he has to clean up his play.
These elves should be dead. The number of pushes that he's just rolled is just outrageous. You know what it is? Nuffle is punishing him for not blitzing with Buster Good. If he had blitzed with Buster Good, he'd get double POWs every time. But he.
pals every time.
Mm-hmm.
If technically that's
There he
possible.
goes. See, here we go. There, see.
All right, now you palm, right? You palm.
Yeah, of course you do. Are you kidding? Kill that guy.
Rolled snakes. Ooh,
Oh,
6.
nothing. You can't even hurt an elf, and you've got claw
Prefer.
palm.
Give a good old respect foul to him, right to the face.
Yeah, Minamo, your block dice have not helped you this game, but it wasn't the root of your struggles. You're lucky.
I think his defense wasn't completely sloppy. I think he was a bit unlucky that the 4+, 2+ worked, the pass and all that sort of stuff, because that I felt like his offensive point was a bit sloppy. And when you're playing hyper control, I think you do tend to get sloppy because you're just like, oh, I'll just kill him.
And then you don't.
I think that's why Chaos teams in general have struggled in playoffs, or at least getting deeper into the playoffs than you think that they should, because they're so used to just murdering the other teams off the pitch.
I mean, eventually something like that doesn't pay off, and then you're in trouble. Variance happens.
Eventually, your sloppy positioning catches up with you.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't this game where that happened. In this game, he killed a lot of elves, although only one of them is really dead. And I think one of them is going to get fired. He's fine. I thought one of these was
I do think that Minimo has the team to win. I hope that he watches this back and just thinks about his positioning.
Yeah.
Because if he can clean it up, I would love Pharrell to get their 7th champion from Minimo.
That would be pretty cool. So only one permanently dead elf and one MNG.
Orfer has to at least feel a bit grateful that it wasn't a lot of dead.
I mean, there's still time. We're clearly not trying to attack the ball in any meaningful way here, so I think we mean to vent our frustrations upon Minimo's person. But block.
I think Buster Good is about to get a respect foul to the face.
He is. I think that he was hoping that that would not be just a push, because then he could actually get 2 assists on this foul. But the heel stomp is enough. No, it isn't. It does no damage. All right.
Congratulations to Minimo. You move on to the next round.
Yes. Good luck in the round of 16.
Wait, this is the Challengers Cup, not playoffs.
Correct.
You can't win the Super Bowl. Oh, man.
No.
But I still want to see him be successful and win the inaugural Challengers Cup.
And get these horrible goats far, far away from me. Yes, I love the extra arm with the roar. Wonderful. Ah, and that is the game. So, congratulations to Minimo and the Hornstars as they move on again, murdering team after team. My condolences to Orifer. You didn't suffer as badly as the rats did. Only one dead guy. I like the movement 5 block lineman getting a level. That might be enough to get him kicked off the team. Unless it's a double.